Hello YouTubers, I got a special project for you today. I'm in the workshop and let me just show you. I'm going to show you guys how to make a shutter sluice out of a window shutter. I'm going to try my best, but that's where I got my idea from. I figured I would try to show you guys how to make them. They're not as good. This riffles are really small on them. That's why I modified them and made them a lot better. But let me get at it, and I gotta clean those up because they're really dirty. Because I had them in my barn after I tore down my old double wide is where they came off of. And get them cleaned up here and get them all ready to start cutting apart. I got them all cleaned up, and right here is going to be the top, right here in the middle, because if you go up here, you need a flat spot to be able to put your flare. So I flip these over, and I usually cut this off, which I can show you later. But anyways, this will be the top, so I'm going to cut it right here on that white line, and get them all cut up. And these holes here, they're easily patched using like just a hot gun or a soldering iron. Just get a piece of plastic and then just kind of melting it into place. Usually works pretty good if you have to use used ones. Now I'm gonna get this cut up and I'll get back with you. There's what it looks like after it's been cut. So now what I'm gonna do is come down here and I'm going to make a cut right along in here. I might even go back here. So you can actually just cut those off and just come down here to this point, cut those off. And then come down here and at the bottom and cut it off here. And I get a picture and show you. So right here, down that groove, and then down in that groove, and I'll get them cut apart. That's the top of the window shutter. Put that all fast and holes. Okay, here's the stream sluice. There's the top. Still got a hole to fill in there, and these holes here will be covered up because what we're going to do is we're going to overlap it, and this riffle is going to hook into that riffle, and it should prevent any backwash. And then, but before we do all that, we're going to go through and cut all these tabs. That way, this right here is going to be our sides. So we're going to cut these two center tabs there and there. And then we're going to grind these down flat with the riffle. That way they're not in our way when we do our overlap for both of these. Just going to make sure they shouldn't be. But we're going to do that all the way down. The only one I probably won't worry about is these middle ones right here. Other than that, I'm cutting that one, that one, that one. And then like I said, I got to fill this hole in. Cutting that one off. And you can watch. Sorry about that, I got a phone call. I'll probably cut those off after I get it bent. This one all trimmed up. Okay guys, this is what it looks like. Got all the tabs removed. And so basically, here's the top. It's gonna be like that. I gotta taper it around these corners right here a little bit. And then basically we're gonna be heating up the sides next is what I'm gonna do. But then I usually fit it later. So I'm gonna be working on one piece at a time. Oh. Yeah, it gets pretty hot. Should probably wear gloves, but I don't have any. That was probably the best one yet. Just take your time and go slow and wait for the plastic to be ready, and just try not to get it too hot because then you get holes and stuff like that in it, which I can show you some pictures of that maybe from my other ones. But it does have to get pretty hot, about 300, 350 degrees, something like that. If it wasn't for my sweater, it would be pretty hot. Oh, see, I got it too hot. That's what it looks like when you get too hot. But it'll still work. So these are just sides, there's nothing to it. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the flipping up the side. Turn it over, and you want to heat it up right along here where that little flap is, around that edge. Just take your time and get nice and hot. This time you want to go all the way down and just keep going slow. You probably have to do it for a little while. Prop that up here. There we go. There you go. Still hot. Too hot to touch. And then, so we're going to take these two pieces. See. That's the top. Just like that. And what I have to do is right here, I have to shave it down. And then I have to shave the corner down just a little bit. Then it should pop right down in there. I'm gonna have to heat it up just a little bit, you know, but that's the way it'll go. Okay guys, this is a flare that comes off my my regular beginner sluice that I cut off that I had extra from making the backpack sluice. And this is basically where I got my idea from, of course. I've said that multiple times. And so this flare is actually really close to the right size. So I'm going to use that instead of making one. The first one I ever made was out of a door skin. So I just skinned the door and bent the sides up, which is really easy because they're really thin. But yeah, basically I'm going to use that flare, but you can make it out of anything, out of any kind of aluminum, any thickness. And then look, it hooks right down in there on top of that first riffle. And so basically we're going to take this piece and we're going to use this as a bridge handle or whatever, and we're going to have it going over like this. And I'm going to drill holes, and I'm going to use these today. You can use thumb screws with wing nuts, whatever, but this is what I'm going to use today. It's what I had available. And then I got this little brace here. I might put it somewhere as I'm putting it together, but let's get going. It may not be long enough. I'm going to screw all the way. Oh yeah. Basically, this is really flat, and the sluices are not. There we go. Yeah, it's sticking out pretty good. Can get the catching the nut weird. Oh, that's probably because I'm videotaping. Alright guys, yeah, I finally got that one. That screw in. So let's get ready. I got me a shorter screwdriver I can stick inside here, because I want the nut on the outside. Give me a nut, a screw. Ready? Okay. Looks good. See that one, fill that one, try to go right in the middle. screw in here. That was a lot easier on this side because I have them both a lot straighter. Probably should have a nut driver, but I didn't have one. It's down in my barn, and I didn't want to go down there tonight. Whatever excuse. But anyways, it's working. I got that on there, nice. I think next I'm gonna put the flare on. So, here's that flat spot I was telling you about. I'm actually going to hang it over. I'm gonna hang it over too much. Just a little bit. Okay guys, I got one side on the flare done. Sorry I didn't have you guys on for that, but I don't want to make the video too long. So, got it all aligned. Got it propped up. I'm gonna drill me a hole. Give me a screw. I really like this foam plastic that I use. You could actually put threads in it. And your screws won't fall out. That's why my backpack's gonna have a thumb screw. But you never really have to play with the thumb screw except for hold it still. And it'll stay screwed into the sluice, hopefully. That's my idea anyways. To make it a little bit better than just toolless. Alright. Oh, already got a nut. I would really like for you guys to, if you have any different ideas and stuff, you know, just send them to me on my Facebook page. I don't have a website yet, but I would like to see your different ideas for my window shutter and how fancy you can make them, or just show me how much gold you can get with it if you make one yourself. It'd be awesome. That's kind of the idea. The reason why I'm giving this out, because I thought it was a really good idea. See, I like this, just putting 2 bolts in, because then that way I could tilt it up. I can tilt it down just to catch water, you know, like on waterfalls and stuff. And then I can get whatever tilt I want on the box, but then I can just tilt that part just to get a little bit deeper or whatever, and that way I can adjust this to get the right flow on here. Sometimes this is different than down here. Down here it's usually running really hot. If you get the same size and really, really long, usually the water gets carrying a lot of volume right here, a lot faster and a lot harder. But yeah, there it is. A window shutter stream sluice. And I like these small riffles for cleanup, but when I'm running creek dirt in it with a lot of silt, that's why I made the riffles like I do with the Vortex. This does a really good job too. Those are just a lot smaller and closer together. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, and I'd like to see what you guys can come up with and make. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and like the page if you like the video. And check out my Facebook.